This is Brittany Beck, and this is my Module 3 Intro to Sociology assignment. Section 1, I'm going to explain why life is like a stage according to dramaturgy, and I'm going to explain role performance, sign vehicles, teamwork, and becoming rules that hold society together. Role performance. Sociologist Erving Goffman penned the theatrical term dramaturgy into a sociological term. This term is used to explain how social life is like a personal onstage performance or drama. Goffman said that we manage our impressions to fit the appropriate situation, calling this the impression management. Your role performance is determined by your style and your personality. This is how we express ourselves to society and to ourselves. This role performance can change based on the circumstances of the scene. For instance, if you are around friends and family, you are more loose, laughing, having fun, being yourself to the full extent. Whereas if you are at a job interview or in class, you're going to have more of a professional stance. Sign vehicles. How we communicate who we are is through the use of sign vehicles. These are social settings, appearances, and your mannerisms. Our social setting is where the action of the performance is taking place. This could be, for instance, a movie theater or a basketball game. The appearance is how you portray yourself by the way that you appear to others, how you carry yourself, how you express yourself through fashion and style. I like to call it the cover of the book. Manners are the third sign vehicle, and this is the attitudes that you use while playing specific roles. This can include feelings and moods, happiness, sadness, upset, disbelief. Teamwork is where two or more people are going to work together to help one's social role performance. This may mean that you have to use this face-saving behavior to help save a performance that has been interrupted. For example, if I am punishing my child for something that they did and I am trying to explain to them why I am doing X, Y, and Z, and they start laughing because of something one of my other kids did, I have to continue on with what I'm doing so that way they know that they need to get back on task and continue listening. Becoming the role that you play in your own personal performance is going to be created by personal life experiences. These roles can change throughout life. They can also change from person to person. It just depends on what you are trying to portray. Like I have a phone call voice. Every time I'm on a phone call, I sound a little bit more cheerful, probably, than when I'm not. And it's just so that way they know I'm smiling through the phone. And these roles can linger. So if a role that you had previously, it could change. I used to be in the military, but now I'm a stay-at-home mom, but a lot of my military mannerisms still are within me, so some of those are kind of lingering even though they don't need to be. Section 2. In this section, I'm going to apply the social construction of reality to my own life. Social construction of reality is the concept that your biology doesn't determine how you view life, but your social groups that we belong in is going to be what determines how you live life. This means the way that you interact with people, is determined by our life experiences as well as our social society that we are with. And family structure is a social construction of reality that closely follows my family. My family consists of me, my husband, and our 4 children. These are the only people that we do consider immediate family. Anybody that is not within our household is considered extended family. But this is the family that we created, and it is not created how society would say is organic. I was married previously to a man that left me at 9 months pregnant with our second baby. And then after 4 years, he paid my new husband to adopt them. He has been in their lives since my youngest was 1, and neither of them really grew up knowing who the other man was. We didn't grow up in families like that. We grew up in very nuclear families, and that's how our families still react. More so my husband's than mine, as more generations of my husband's is still around. And I believe that our stance has changed because of our generation differences. Us being millennials, our society has completely changed due to a lot of outstanding factors. But I believe that this is what differs our social construction of reality. Section 3, I'm going to explain in my own words what I believe holds society together. I personally believe that society is held together by people with different roles within a common society. This helps our society depend on each other while we're all working towards the same goal. So we may all have different qualities in life and are a different part of society, but we all, at the end of the day, have the same goals that we are working towards, and that might be our community or our country or our culture. For example, in the military, we all have different jobs. We all have to learn those jobs and be able to do those jobs, but we all went to basic training, and we all have to end up working together to work at full operation. And this gets us all to properly work together to achieve the goals that we need to ensure that our society or the military doesn't fall apart. Having a common goal is what is going to hold that aspect of our society together. In conclusion, I believe that social structure and social interactions is what builds our societies. As we have growing our societies, things change and our interactions change, and it determines how we play our roles in society. And roles can change throughout life. As you're going to be a child, and then you're going to be a teenager, and then you're going to be an adult. The adult chooses to have children or not, get married or not. All of it is determined by our interactions with people, as well as the society that brings us up in life. I believe that everybody in society needs to work together so our society is maintained and we depend on each other, and it keeps people kind and makes them work together for a specific goal. So that is going to help our society from crumbling. Thank you.